quick little disclaimer, guys. I am not a qualified and trained technician or mechanic, nor will I ever claim to be. Everything I do here is through self-learning. My way might not be the correct way, however it will either end with a good result or a good laugh for you guys at my expense. The sole purpose of these videos I have produced are for entertainment and information. If you choose to follow my videos as guidance, you do so at your own risk. Now that this boring bit is over, I'll let you enjoy the video. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Got an interesting one for you today. It's a video that I wasn't going to record. However, I've chose to record it just because it's potentially a money saving hack that I'm going to do. And also this particular Peugeot that I've been doing a few videos on, right? It's one of them type of cars where my friend wants it done on a budget within safety reasons. So well, let's just go out to the car and have a look. Right, so as you can see, we're missing the top panel from here. And that's just locked itself back up. That's fine, I've got the key on me. Missing the top panel. That would be where the third brake light goes. That would be where the rear washer jet goes. And that would go into there. And basically, I've got all the brakes apart at the front here. On both sides, because I'm doing a brake change on this. I've done the timing belt, that's all done. Doing the brake change. But we're waiting for Euro to get the parts sorted. So while we're waiting for the parts to be sorted, I thought, you know what, I'll sort out a brake light. So let's get this open. Basically, we've got tools and everything in here. We've got this panel here. Now this panel will go, what it'll be is you'd have the brake light lens in there like so. Let me just have a look. So basically we've got the light lens and that will go into there like so, nicely, he says. Yeah, so basically that goes into there like so, and it somewhat goes like that, and then basically that would then go onto there like so, right? And what you'd do is you'd put that on, and then you would find the fixing points, and you've got basically, you've got on this bit, you've got screw hole there, and then on the actual casing itself there's screw hole there, a hook clip, a screw hole, another one, and another one. These two bottom ones go into here and here. You just pull that forward and get to it, right? And the top ones, where the actual lens is, you have to pull this down, make sure it shuts, and then you can press the other button, open this one up, and those other two screw holes go through the glass here, this one and this one. And then when we've then got the light unit on, we've got a third screw in the middle which goes on here. But what I'll do is I'll go through it a bit better when we get to that. Right, so light lens. I was just not going to record this, like I said, because I was hoping it was just going to be a case of a push bulb. This was already broken and it was already taped with black tape. So basically we were suspecting it weren't working anyway, and as a result it was taped up, because MOT testers, if a light isn't fixed in place or visible, it's not testable, so it hence won't fail an MOT. As you can probably tell, I'm at my coffee table, so we're now indoors. Regarding what I was just talking about though, where this was taped over, if a light is not visible, or how they say a light was not fitted or hidden, i.e. being taped over, it's no longer testable, so won't fail an MOT, UK MOT. And this is correct at the time of recording. By the time you guys watch this in a year or so's time, things might have changed. However, where I also said that we're doing things on a budget with this car, because it's a 2005 plate car, it was bought as a works vehicle, nothing fancy, and we're trying to just do everything on a tight budget as best as possible. We are scrimping the pennies wherever we can with this. So yeah, basically, like I said, we're scrimping the pennies wherever we can. Things like timing belt, we're not saving money on that. It's important for the engine to be running well, otherwise it will fail him. Brakes, we're not trying to save money there. Safety is paramount. Safety is always key. Hence why when I saw them, I'm going to use the little electric moped to go and get the brakes. And I just used the time while I was waiting to strip it down. So that's what I'm doing at the moment whilst recording this video. But when it comes to safety and saving money, right, so technically speaking, having a third brake light improves safety because it improves your visibility to other road users. So if this lights up when you press the brake lights, it's another light unit to show other road users that you're braking. But if there's still one on the near side and the off side, so if there's still one on the driver's side and the passenger side, there's still adequate lighting. So when I told my mate about where we could tape it over and we could put it back to how it was as though I've not touched it, he goes, fine, don't want to spend the money, we'll tape it over. And then I was looking at it and thinking, well, this little LED circuit board, which is all corroded, right, and with the little reflector board on it as well, I'm thinking there's quite a bit of space there between, a good centimetres worth of gap between the board and the lens, and there's a good 2 inches on some of these as far as the width, like where there's 3 LEDs there, that's thingy, and then there's 3 LEDs there, that's like 2 inches worth of gap, and in the one with the 2 there's just over an inch. So we've got plenty of space to do something with this. So that got me thinking. I've been on eBay and bought what I'm thinking about buying, and I'm going to pick this recording back up tomorrow because I've chosen to potentially do something with this to make it work. Don't know if it'll work, don't know if I'll be successful, but this is why I'm recording the video now, so if I am successful it'll end up going out. But yeah, so I'm going to pretty much, tonight, when I'm not really doing anything and it's dark outside, I'm going to pretty much clean this circuit boarded up so there's no LEDs, no chips on it, no nothing. And I'm also going to take this wiring off, but I am going to leave the wire attached to this plug. These pins are a little bit on the corroded side. I'm not going to be able to show you, but I'm going to give them a clean up and hope that they're alright. If not, we may have to lose the plug on the other end. But the reason why my friend said that is because where we're trying to save money, the cheapest we can find this by looking, phoned around a couple of places, couple of parts places that can't get it. Peugeot want £100 for this. They want me to pay that today, and it will take 2 weeks for them to turn up with it. No. I can get it on eBay, posted to the UK from Germany. Why a French car has parts in Germany, I no idea, but it's part of the Peugeot Citroën group. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of Peugeot and Citroën parts need to be sourced from Germany, but I don't fully understand it. And yeah, it's nice to know we can still have bits imported in, but by the time we've paid the import duties, the postage and the cost of the item, that was still going to be nearly 80 quid, like £79.60 I think it was going to come in at. And yeah, I'm going to pick this video back up again tomorrow. when hopefully those light bulbs I've ordered will come and be arriving here. But no, what's with the LED trend? That's not serviceable by anyone that hasn't, well, that's not serviceable by everyone, let's put it that way. Yeah. Well, see you tomorrow. So this is the next day towards the evening, and we've got the light lens bit here. We've got the circuit board bit here, which is quite a bit cleaner, but still needs a good clean. And these are the lights that I'm on about. These particular ones. These are what's known as like festoon bulbs with the LED replacements on the circuit board, and they've just got little caps soldered onto them. I've got 10 of these, and basically what I've done is I've taken the silver caps off, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, right? So what my plan is to put that there. Tibbles is enjoying our food. Like that there. We'll put that one just in that gap. We'll put that one just into that gap. And then we'll then put that on there. And that one there. So as you can see, what I've done is that, and then if we look at this alongside it, that's going to go into those holes nicely. So that's the plan. And then we've then got these, which I've already all tested. I've just literally tested them before taking the solder bits off, and they all work. So that's 6 on there. I've got 4 more spare ones to sort of do whatever with, because I won't be able to use them on this, because I did have a look and see if I could fit one on the ends, but it's too big. But I went for the smallest ones that I could find, and they fit nicely on there. And my plan is now just to sort of, what I'm doing is, on the negative side you've got these little chips, but on the positive side, if you look carefully, we've got, they're all marked up with positive there and negative there, sorry, and positive at that side. So let me see if I can get a different one. So yeah, the side with a chip, that's negative. You can see just literally there by my nail is the negative bit with a chip on it. And then we've got positive there. And then basically what you've got is these little silver bits are solder tabs, but they're also solder taps on the back as well. I'm going to solder tap to the back of these so we don't get any wires sort of wandering across the thingy. And I'm basically just going to take these ones, and see that there I've got negatives on the outside and positives in the middle, because I'm going to solder these two together so they take up less space. Because if I put them right, so basically if I put them like that, they fit, but if I put them like that, you see that there, if I put them at end to end, they're not quite fitting without covering the holes up. And I need to have those holes clear for that point to go in there. So where I've put them over the lapping, that leaves the holes clear, I can do that. So basically all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to clean this up a little bit more to get rid of all the brown off of this. I'm going to clean this up because there's a bit of brown on this. I'm literally going to solder these together and solder some link wires onto them, and then I'm going to hot glue it onto here. And that's what my plan is. I'm going to make this up and I'll bring you back once it's all done and I can show you it working. So we got the booster pack ready to go. We've also got all my LEDs that I want to use lined up and wired up. Just put that lens back on there, and then we'll just go touch it against there. And you can see that nice and bright and working well. Obviously it's going to be a bit more of a uniform light by the time it goes through that diffuser, but basically my plan now is to put this string onto, stick it to this circuit board, put the diffuser in, and then put it back into the casing. Alright, so guys, we've got the light lens all back together. I got a bit carried away. I was going to show you with it all on the circuit board, but I've managed to wire it into the original plug that was in there with the 2 pins. This has the 3 clips here on the top, so basically we've got one there, and one just there. The lens has been put back on with super glue, and I'll give that a clean once it's all back on the car. But they've got to be slotted into those 3 slots there, and it's quite a little bit awkward, but it just drops. Oh, okay, I say it's awkward, it's just gone straight in. And then we've then got a screw that goes in there, a screw that goes in there. All the screws regarding this whole panel and whole job are all Torx bits, which are all T20 bits. Yeah, so basically that goes in there. Let's just check. Yeah, T20. And just like that, I've managed to put both screws in. So now what we've got these 2 lugs. This lug here, a screw hole there, another one there, another lug there, and another screw hole there. These are just protective bungs. What we need to do basically now is we need to take this out with us. Shut the boot lid down. We need to basically put this up like this, because we need to plug this pipe into there and plug electrical plug into there. And that's now done. Electrical cable, pipe. Remember this lug just here and the one the other side, they need to go underneath these metal bits and they need to come down. Don't know if I'm going to be able to show you, it's quite awkward, but they need to come down like so, and then just be slotted under. But it's going to be quite awkward because it's being stubborn and we've got the cable in the way. So let's get that cable out of the way first, and then pull that down over there. That's that one done, and that one done. Right, okay, so that's that. Now I'll try and work out why that won't go down on there. Right, let's work that out. Right, it wouldn't go down flush because it needed to be knocked that way slightly. So that's like sort of needs to go that way ever so slightly more, I think. Let's just go. Yep, that one's done it. So now what we can do is we can carefully open the boot lid up so it doesn't catch, and then we'll see that we've got a screw to put in there and a screw to put in there. That'll pull out the way far enough to just get into, and just like that they're in. Again, they're T20, but you may have to sort of put your hand down the back here, around the back, to support it for the purpose of putting the screw through this side and the same over that side, because we put those in. This little cover then clips back into there like so. Lovely jubbly. And then where's the other one gone? the other one can come off, because the other one hasn't got wires attached to it. It will come right off, and then you can just pop that back on there like so. Now what we need to do is we need to close the boot to open it again, and that's close the boot, press the other button to open this side up, because we've now got literally just in here, look, we've got a screw that goes through the glass and into the panel there, screw that goes through the glass and into the panel there, and we'll just get them ones in quickly. And that is now job done, with the exception, well, that's the job done as far as putting the light on and the panel on, but with the exception of this, which literally has got a hook there, and a hole there, because it screws another bolt into there. So we literally just got to tuck that round like so, tuck it up, and then we can put the final bolt in to there. And do this one up. There we go. None of these need to be super tight, because remember, you're going through glass, so you want to be a bit cautious of it. And just like that, job done. Yeah, job done. So guys, as you would have seen just at the end of that last clip, that was me wedging the phone in underneath the rear wiper, and so I could do the recording of the rear brake. It doesn't give it the best angle, but that flashing was me pressing the brake pedal, just to show you guys that it was working. So the third brake light is now sorted with my little life, sort of my little hack as it was, to make it work on a cheaper level of things. And I originally was thinking it's going to be excessively bright, but it don't really seem any different to how it would have potentially been with the factory style of LED light. Doesn't seem excessively bright, or, well, it's certainly bright enough, let's put it that way, but it doesn't seem excessively bright. So it's not going to draw any unneeded attention, and it's going to do the job it needs to. So if anything, pretty awesome job on that one, I think. All for like £7 worth of little bulbs, because I got 10 of these for £7 off of eBay. Bit of time and effort, bit of a noggin, little bit of a brain power. I think there's a brain in there somewhere. It's about the size of my little finger now. It's pea size, don't exist really, but yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care guys. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.